Hey, what's up guys, it's Disturbed, and today we're going to be talking about some amazing loot changes coming soon to the division. So today in the State of the Game live stream, Massive announced that they felt that they weren't being generous enough to players in terms of loot, and we're going to make it to where crafting isn't the best way to get gear anymore. A link to the State of the Game highlights will be in the description. So in order to make loot more rewarding, they're going to be adding 204 high-end drops and 240 gear set drops to the Dark Zone, and this is absolutely amazing news. This will make farming in the Dark Zone much more rewarding because you have a chance of getting a really good 240 gear set piece to boost your gear score, and it would just be a fantastic way to farm for a really good weapon as opposed to being forced to crafting one. As a side note, they did mention previously that they are going to be weapon rebalancing changes coming when 1.2 hits, so that will hopefully make much more weapons viable instead of just an SMG and an M1A like it is right now. So farming for a God Roll won't be impossible to do, which makes me extremely excited. Another thing that they mentioned is that they are going to be adding a third Dark Zone bracket, which is above 200 gear score. So we will still have the 0 to 160 bracket, then we will have a 161 to 200 bracket, and then a 200 plus bracket, which is really cool. As far as I know, they weren't completely transparent with this, but as far as I know, the higher gear score loot changes will only be affecting the 200 plus Dark Zone, as they said, but they also said that they will, or that they want there to be an overall buff to the value of high ends and just the loot that you get. So I would assume that in the 161 to 200 gear score bracket, that 182 gear score high ends will drop instead of 163s. So, and then maybe 214 gear set pieces will drop, but that is just my assumption, you know. Another great thing that they mentioned is that in the higher 200 plus Dark Zone gear score bracket, there will be no blue or green division tech anywhere. All the division tech that you get will be high end, which is, oh my god, that's just such great news because people have been asking me this for a long time, and it fixes the problem of having to farm for hours upon hours just to craft a few augs with, you know, which are going to have shit talents on them anyways. Overall, I think these challenges are pretty great. Changes, I mean, are pretty great, and I'm excited to see how they pan out. The only thing I'm worried about is that it will make it way too easy to get the best gear in the game. That is, if the 240 gear set gear is the best gear in the game, along with the 204 gear score weapons. The only way to counteract this would be have like an alternative way to get the very best gear, which I would assume would be crafting, but they don't want crafting to be the main way to get gear, so I don't think it will be like that. The only other way I can think of is a new incursion, but that won't come out for like a month or two depending upon your console after 1.2 launches. Hopefully they'll add in some more content, which I'm sure they will in the 1.2 update, that is challenging and will reward players with the best gear. I'm pretty sure they would do that, but anyways, I just thought I should put that in there. But anyways, I trust Massive, and I'm really glad they're starting to move the game in the right direction. Anyways, that's all, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. Later, guys.